This is News 8 Football Frenzy.
Hello again. Welcome to the Football Frenzy, night 1 of week 2. And this week we mix in the college kids. I'm Jack Dole. Say hello to Seth Wells, Larry Figursky. Our crews were all over the place tonight.
And we're bringing you more highlights than anyone else. Tonight we hit 27 high school football games.
Yeah, plus, as Jack mentioned, opening night of the college ranks, Ferris State Bulldogs playing their first game tonight in 2 years.
Yeah, and you know what? No rust on those Bulldogs. Let's take you out to Top Taggart Field for a highlights. Ferris State, Tony Anese's team could not wait to get out there and show off one of their new quarterbacks, Jared Bernhardt, a transfer from Maryland. This guy was a lacrosse star. Well, he can play some football, too. 35-yard quarterback keeper, and it was a 13-7 Bulldog lead. Then Bernhardt again. Going to call his own number, and he's going to go untouched from 10 yards out. Gets the big hole from the O-line, and it was 20-7. And now Bernhardt's going to go to the air, drops back, screen pass to Marcus Taylor. He's going to go 30 yards for the touchdown. Ferris State, no trouble tonight in their season opener. They hammer Findlay. Final score out there, 54-14.
Spotlight number 2 shining on the West Michigan Conference tonight. 2 of the top 3 teams from a year ago and 2 of the 4 in the conference to win on opening night. The Eagles of Oakridge playing host and making the trip, to Whitehall to meet the Vikings tonight. First quarter, Oakridge, Matt Denisek going to give it off to Trevor Jones up the middle and in, 6 yards, 5 yards. Extra point failed. It was 6-0 Eagles. Make it 12-zip in the second. Whitehall answering. That's Alec Pruitt around the far side. Number 22 goes 39, cut the lead to 12-6. But Oakridge answered really quickly late in the half. Denisek looking to his near side, throws down the middle and finds Braden Renoro, who makes the grab down to the 5, set up a touchdown 1 play later. 20-6 at the half. Oakridge looked like they were going to pull away early in the third. Braden Raymond up the middle and in it. They got it 23-6. Whitehall did answer with back-to-back touchdowns. Kyle Stratton here cut it to 7 in the fourth, but that's as close as they get tonight. Oakridge going off to knock off Whitehall 32-19.
Another one of our spotlight games tonight featured the first meeting between Cedar Springs and Rockford since 1981. An old rivalry renewed and 2 of the better teams in the area. Out to Rockford we go. A great crowd on hand for this one at Carlson Munger Stadium. In the first quarter, Rockford's opening drive, Zach Ahern, the quarterback, drops back, takes off, up the middle, zigzags his way in from 22 yards out, 7-0 Rams. Rockford's second possession. They'll get the baby powder going as well. Zach Ahern drops back, launches a bomb to a wide-open Tyler Raymond for a 54-yard score, 14-0 Rockford. Third quarter now, 21-6 Rockford. Ahern connects with Leo Vanderweel, makes a great diving catch just short of the goal line. Gabe Spees would punch it in from there. Rockford takes this one 35-6.
Meanwhile, the local Myers all out of baby powder in Rockford. Our third and final high school game, spotlight game, was at West Catholic. The Falcons hosting Muskegon Catholic Central. One of the reasons we put this one in the spotlight is because last week the OK Blue went undefeated in week 1. Well, let's see how they do in week 2. Take you out to West Catholic High School, and the Falcons going to strike first in the first. Tim Kloska goes right, cuts back left, and there he goes. 13-yard touchdown, and the Falcons had an early 7-0 lead. Second quarter, they're going to go to the air. It's Noah Arsulowitz. He's going to find Michael Ignatoski. The flare there, and Ignatoski waltzes into the end zone. 7-yard touchdown, 14-0 at the half. Third quarter, Kloska again, 2-yard touchdown run. West Catholic wins it. Final score, 28-6.
Reigning OK Blue champions, Unity Christian hosting Grand Rapids Christian tonight. Crusaders home opener, first possession, and Unity marched it right down the field. Abraham Rapoon, 6 yards touchdown there. They add the 2-point. Crusaders off to a quick 8-0 lead. Big night for the Chandler brothers. Drew here breaks free, first up the middle, then to the right side. Number 2 is going to take it the distance. A 98-yard touchdown run. That made it 30-7. Unity Christian rolling over Grand Rapids Christian tonight, 58-21.
Over to Spring Lake. Now the Lakers, the only team from the Blue to not actually win their game in week 1. Orchard View forfeited that game. Lakers hosting Zeeland East. First quarter, first and goal at the 5. That's Christian Fulkirk taking the handoff for a 5-yard touchdown. Extra point was good, 14-0 Spring Lake. First play of their next drive, it's Christian Folkert again. This time down the near sideline and cuts it back 66 yards to the house. That made it 21-0 Spring Lake. They go on to win this one 56-21.
All right, so OK Blue team still undefeated. Let's take you out to Allendale now, where the Falcons took care of business against Greenville in week 1. Tonight had to deal with Hopkins. Scoreless game in the third. Cole DiPiazza, 81-yard touchdown run. Extra point no good, but Allendale takes a 6-0 lead. Now in the fourth quarter, the Falcons strike again. First and goal. DiPiazza takes the handoff. He's into the end zone. Allendale wins it 14-0. OK Blue still undefeated, Lair.
Until Fruitport tonight. After rolling over Kanawha Hills in their opener, the Trojans entertaining the Cadillac Vikings, who made the trip south. And in the second quarter, that's Aiden Gurdon handing off to Caleb McKinney, 21 yards, bounces and then dives, and it was 7-0 Vikings. Same score later in the corner. This time it's Chris Reinhold lugging the rock around the far side and in from 18 yards out. Cadillac breaks up the blue finally, 28-12 tonight.
And over to Forest Hills Eastern. The Hawks hoping to bounce back after a loss to West Catholic. Holland Christian, meanwhile, the visitors hoping to move to 2-0. Braden Stratbucker hands it off here to Bryson Kudzal, and 49 yards later, he's in for 6, 27-7. Eastern was on top. Then Stratbucker again, a handoff to Caden Vanderburge. This time, he breaks a 57-yard touchdown run. It was all Forest Hills Eastern tonight, 34-7, the final.
One more highlight from the OK Blue. Coopersville made the trek to Wayland tonight. And boy, it was all Coopersville, already up 42-0 at the half. Wayland driving, but Coopersville's defense, we want a shutout. Here's the pass picked off by Ty Armstrong. Shutout still intact, and that's the way it would end. 42-0. Coopersville knocks off Wayland.
And we wrap up the blue with Hamilton making the long trip up to Benzie Central. Come up short, however, come up victorious tonight, 16-8 over the Huskies. Back in Grand Rapids, pair of Tigers taking lead at Hausman Field tonight. Bengals of Ottawa Hills, Tigers of Benton Harbor. This is Benton Harbor's Devontae Tasker. He's going to get the wheels going on the far side, turn the corner, and then cut back inside. 27 yards. It was 6-0 Tigers. And then Ottawa Hills answering. Anthony George finds Sheree Horton. Get out of the way. The big man rumbling in 9 yards. Ottawa Hills gets in the win column, 20-12.
Now to Hastings we go. The Saxons hosting Harper Creek. Hastings hoping for its first 2-0 start to a season since 2011. In the third quarter, they had a 22-16 lead, and they would add to it T.J. Maxwell, breaking it down the near sideline. That's a 70-yard touchdown run. 30-16 Hastings. Harper Creek would answer, though. Chris Castle, what a name that is. 3-yard touchdown there for Harper Creek, and it was 30-22. Hastings back in the end zone, though, when Maxwell would break loose again. Another touchdown run for him. Hastings wins 38-35.
All right, got to take our first break. When we come back, more highlights. Lots of them. Stick around. The frenzy continues. Welcome back to the Football Frenzy. Start the second half in Caledonia, and things are looking really good under Derek Pennington for the Scots. Mason McKenzie hits Nicholas Fox. That's a 67-yard touchdown. Man, he is motoring there. 7-0 Caledonia. Then it's McKenzie to Fox. They're going to hook up again. Now, Fox would get tackled at the 1-yard line, but that set up another easy touchdown for Caledonia, who wins, beats Lowell 35-0.
Well, after coming up short against Forest Hills Central last week, Jenison on the road at Forest Hills Northern tonight take on the Huskies. And how about the Cats' Caleb Dean? Look at this run to the near side. Pretty spin move there. Slips the tackle. Nice cut back inside. The number 7's going the distance. 71 yards to the house. Jenison jumped out to a look at this run.
I think we got to play the week
candidate, guys? Yeah, 71 yards, 7-0 Jenison. Skip ahead to the second after that touchdown run. And it's Carter Van Manen dropping back, and he will find Dean, and he's gone again. 78 yards for the score. Jenison blowing out Forest Hills Northern tonight, 34-3.
Kalamazoo United traveled to Stevensville Lakeshore tonight. United hoping to bounce back after a close loss to Whitehall in Week 1. First quarter, Will Zeiderveen facing all sorts of pressure, pitches it to Willem de Jong for taking down. De Jong has no one near him. Takes it 55 yards to the house. Titans tie it up at 7. Into the second, Brian Korfmacher hits Trevor Griffiths in the slot. Griffiths jukes out a defender, cuts across the middle, and turns on the Jets. He gets in for 6 as well. Lakeshore cruises 41-19.
Now they're already playing conference games in the SMAC, so let's check in on some of these important games. First up, Mattawan and Portage Central. Frank Roseman, big run down to the 1-yard line, and that sets up the score. Caleb Schnell up the middle. Quarterback sneak in for the touchdown. Portage Central beats Mattawan 21-7.
Huskies of Portage Northern then making the trip to Battle Creek to meet the Spartans of Lakeview. Second half, Lakeview up 27-0 already to give here to Jaden Davis. He's going to add to it. Nice block there to seal a man off, turns the corner, takes it in. 22 yards. It was 34-0 Spartans. The Huskies did finally answer back. Jaden Meyer going to the far sideline, and he'll take that one in from 7 yards out. It did cut the score to 34-7, but Lakeview again comes right back. Jacob Kusharski now, sophomore quarterback in, and he'll go 73 yards. Lakeview knocking off Portage Northern tonight 42-14.
And another conference battle in the SMAC as St. Joseph traveled to Battle Creek Central. Early on, St. Joe scored early and often, already up 14-0 in the first. Jerron Brown takes the handoff and goes 35 yards up the middle to extend the Bears' lead to 20-0. To the second, Battle Creek Central gets something going. Devon Newton scrambles, hits Jesse Coffey for the 10-yard touchdown. St. Joseph wins this one 62-30.
Wyoming at Northview is game 19 on the Frenzy. The host Wildcats up 21-0 in the fourth. Wyoming looking to get on the board, but Northview's David Snow with the pick. That keeps the shutout intact. Northview kicker Kevin Landers increases the lead with this field goal in the fourth quarter, and Wildcats blank the Wolves. Final score, Northview wins it 24-0.
Back to the West Michigan Conference now, defending conference and state champ Montague Wildcats hoping to bounce back from a loss to Edwardsburg, taking on North Muskegon tonight. Second quarter, and how about a play of the week candidate here? Dylan Everett breaks not one, then two. Watch him just push off a third, breaks four in the process, and gets all the way down the sidelines and in. That's a pretty run. It was 7-0 Wildcats. That's the way it was after the first half, and their defense did the rest. Montague shuts out North Muskegon tonight, 35-0.
Over to Ravenna, the Bulldogs hosting Shelby. Ravenna with a narrow win over Beale City, 21-20 in Week 1. You only really need to see one play from this one, folks. 56-0 already Ravenna in the third quarter, and that is Hunter Hogan. He's going to take this one himself, weaving in and out of traffic. 41 yards in for 6. Ravenna wins 63-6.
Next up, REETHS-PUFFER High School in Muskegon. The Rockets hosting St. John's. The band getting into it. Love to see the bands back on the field. Fourth quarter, 6-6 game. Ben Veal fakes the handoff, runs to the pylon, jukes, and scores. 12-6 REETHS-PUFFER. Next position, Rockets put it away. Brody Johnson going to break a 76-yard touchdown run up the sideline. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, REETHS-PUFFER. The Rockets go on to win this one. Final score out there, 19-6.
Kalamazoo we go now. Knights of Loy-Norix and the Maroons of Kalamazoo Central, each looking for their first win. K Central already up big in the third, and then it's C.J. Berry, QB keeper, straight up the middle and in. 2-point failed, 33-6. Next possession, 4th and goal from the 10. Travion Ferris at QB. He rolls out and will find Rashawn Terry, and he adds to it. K Central gets to the win column. They knock off Loy-Norix tonight, 41-6.
Over to OTSEGO, the Bulldogs hosting Paw Paw. Both schools looking for their first win of the season. In the first quarter, the opening drive, Colin Sylvester, a 9-yard touchdown run. This gave Paw Paw a 7-0 lead. They would go on to win this one 27-8.
Also from the Wolverine Conference, Plainwell and Dowagiac. And Plainwell driving, Elijah Clark. Watch the 33-yard touchdown run. Gives the Trojans, breaks some tackles. He fights his way in. Trojans up 7-0. They go on and win big. Final score, 42-8 Plainwell.
Ninth-ranked Eagles of Carson City Crystal venturing into Morley tonight to meet the Mohawks of Stanwood. First quarter, this is Mason Smith under center. He's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, roll out, and he's going to take it the distance. A 20-yard TD strike. CCC winning 40-8.
27th and final game of the frenzy is at Kennewa Hills. The Knights hosting Greenville in the fourth quarter. Kennewa leads 16-7. Greenville driving until A.J. Fox sacked. Preston Mole comes up with the fumble for the Knights. The next drive was Giles Ansmitz with a touchdown run. Kennewa Hills winners 30-7.
Got to take one more break. When we come back, hopefully some Tiger highlights for you.